Hello, this is She Said. This is Saturday, June the 22nd, and I just want to welcome you to the channel and thank you in advance for any likes, any new subs, uh, the old subs. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you. Thank you for comments. And I just got back from O'Reilly's. I'm going to say the name O'Reilly's. It's you know how they have AutoZone, O'Reilly's, and then there's another one and so many more others. But anyway, we got three different ones in our town. And I had called my pops and he's at the family reunion. And so I'm like, okay, well, I'm not going to bother you. And when I got in my car, I turned it on and I'm like, what in the world? Just look, I'm looking just like this. It's my engine light is on. And I'm like, engine light? What would cause the engine light to come on? Is the car getting ready to blow up? Is it getting ready to just stop on me? What is getting ready to happen? So anyway, he said take it to AZ, and I was like, okay. Um, and I'm gonna tell you why. I have a rapport and with a young lady at O'Reilly's. This itty bitty little teeny tiny sweet, precious young lady. She informed me last time I saw her that since the last time I saw her, she had a child. And I was like, what? So, anyway, I take my dad's car over there. Not car, my dad's truck over there. When I say dad's truck, I'm talking about my truck. I just call it dad's truck because my father's widow was gracious enough to sell me the truck. She gave me top priority over anybody else. She, it was like, well, if you can get the money together, da da da, and I'm gonna wait on you. I'm gonna wait on you because I know that you'll take care of it. So, the young lady named Sam that works at O'Reilly's, she likes the truck. She really likes the truck. Well, so do I. So did my stepmom. And my dad said that's his baby because I said, Dad, can I have your truck? I did. I said, Dad, can I have your truck? I said, that'd be perfect for my cake business because at the time I was baking cakes and doing pretty good. And he said, no, I can't let you have that one. That's my baby right there. It is over 20 years old now. Is it? Yes, it is. It's 24 years old. It's as old as my house. So anyway, Sam wasn't there today, but I went in and I talked to a young man that was there, and he was very helpful, and he gave me a diagnostic on my vehicle. And so I'm gonna just see if I can decipher this. It says that it indicates that the Bank One system is too lean for a predetermined period of time. Okay, so what that means is it's not getting enough gas. So what that is telling me is that I either need to clean the filter, get a new filter, or I need a fuel pump. A filter is way cheaper than a fuel pump. Fuel pump was like 400 and something, blah 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 blah, whatever, and that was probably on the cheaper end. But I know this service. It's a how do I say this? Okay, I am victorious. I can think of this word, or I can put some words together and make you understand what I'm saying. It's a service. It's a shop, and they service your vehicles. And they worked on this car. This car is name is Golda. I named her Golda. And they worked on her, got me back on the road, but now it needs a how do you call it? Not steering, an alignment. It needs a front end alignment. And okay, people say, oh well, one car is enough, and then I'm like, no, not for me, because if something breaks down on my car, then I'm gonna have to walk to work, and it's been hot, and this, that, and the other. And last time something happened to the car, Pops came and picked me up and took me to go pick up my car. But if not, he was gonna take me to work. Then I'd have to find a way back home at midnight. So, and I know I got a few people who would be glad to bring me home. I'll tell them, look, just drop me off on the corner, just keep on rolling. It's okay. As long as I get to the corner, I'm all right. But, you just don't want to do that. And you don't want to be doing that at nighttime if you have to walk any distance. The last video I did, I was talking about this guy who I saw him and I was looking at him real strange. I was like, that looks like a guy from my job. That was the guy from my job. But, I don't know if he lives in this neighborhood and maybe he left that early to get there on time or what. I don't know. So, okay, let's bring this back around. And I'm talking about my vehicles and all this, that, and the other. And I feel like I should have two vehicles because at one time I was using my car as a truck. I was putting dirt. I was putting plants. I was putting fertilizer, water hoses, tools, everything in my car. And I mean, I didn't destroy it, but it ain't as fresh as it used to be. And I would like my energy to be back up to where it used to be, where on the weekends I would wash my car, vacuum it out, clean the windows, all this kind of stuff, do my housework, do the laundry, cut the grass. I mean, I did it all because I had to. And now that I'm way so much older, I just don't have that energy anymore, on top of having that chronic fatigue syndrome and not having a thyroid. If I didn't tell you that, I don't have a thyroid. Why? Because they took it out. They didn't take it out. They gave me a pill and it killed it because they thought it was disease. They thought I had Graves' disease. If I had to do it all over again, I would rather have my eyes bugging out my head like this or bigger and deal with that over not having a thyroid, because I have hot flashes off and on. Sometimes I'll go a while without having it, and then I'll start having them, and it's like it just comes back with a vengeance. It's like my body hates me. My body hates me. It does not like me. That's how I feel. So anyway, I just I need my vehicles. Everybody needs their vehicle. This is not the day and the time where you can just walk everywhere and you can just walk anywhere, any time of day that you want to, because it's just not safe. It's not like it used to be back when I was a little girl, when we could play outside all night or sleep on the ground or whatever, all that kind of stuff. It's just not that time. So I'm saying we need both our vehicles. So what I plan on doing is taking it to this place that I got the car out of. I got Golda from them, back from them. They did a good job and all that. And I've been out of state. I've been 2-3 states over. Why are you looking at me? 2 or 3 states over to go to doctors. And okay. I want to know what the problem is. Why was he looking at me? I ain't do nothing to him. That's my neighbor. He ain't said hi. He's going to slow down and be looking at me. Okay. Well, maybe he thinks I'm crazy, and that's fine. I don't mind when people think I'm crazy, because then that way they will leave you alone. Anyway, so I'm talking about the car and all this stuff again. I I feel like I need both of my vehicles because a truck does what a truck does, and a car is like, it's a different level, but you could still pack stuff in it. I've been camping in this car before, and I packed all my stuff in there. Went to the campground, broke it all out, and nailed it up and put a tarp down and all that stuff. Had a little cook stove in there, the fuel to go with it, all that, some charcoal, all that, so that um, I could learn how to do the camping thing. That's something that I felt was important for me to know. So now I have the gist of it, and I feel like I could wing it if I was by myself. So, anyway, I feel like I need both my vehicles and I need them to be up and running. The truck, we'd been through so many batteries, and I said something has got to be wrong with this vehicle if I'm going through batteries like this. My pops lets his car, he has a car in the truck also, and he let his car sit up for 6 months and don't move it, don't even open the door to go in it for 6 months. He turned the key, crank, let's go. Pew. So what's up with the truck? Talk to a man that is like number one in the area for electrical problems, issues in a vehicle. So he his guy took the bumper off of my front of this car and put a light bulb in. I bought the light bulb, and they put it in and then put the thing back on, and yay. Now, the police are not going to bother me over a light bulb. So anyway, there's just so many issues when you are a homeowner, when you own anything and you want to continue owning it. There's a lot of stuff you have to do and you have to figure out on your own. Thank God I have a pops. I still got a pops. My biological dad is gone. My adopted dad, he's gone. My stepdad, pops, he's still here, and he don't mind telling me stuff, and he don't mind, well, take it over here and take it to them and ask them about this. He doesn't mind doing that. It's hot. I'm gonna take this hat off. Shoot, dang. So anyway, this is just a pop-up random because I believe, yeah, I think it was last night that I put up that last video. But I'm just talking, giving you things to think about, and you know, your vehicle helps you earn money. When you go to your job, yes, your transportation to your job, you earn money using that vehicle to get back and forth. And the same thing with other things that you may have, like, okay, take for instance, you have your washing machine to do your laundry with, your washer and your dryer. You have to have clean clothes, and you have to have clean clothes to go to work in, go to church, sit around the house, because don't nobody want to smell all that. So everything that you have helps you live and earn your money and be sociable and all that kind of stuff. So we got to learn how to take care of this stuff. And I just feel some kind of way about my first two dads had opportunity, but they never taught me anything. Yeah, I said it. I said it. Not to be mean, not to be ugly, but you want to know. You want to know what's going on. I'm turning this off. You want to know what's going on, what to expect out of life. If one of the girls I work with at work, she's the tech on the machine that we run. There's two of us that are operators, and she's the technician. This girl got down on the after work, got down on the ground. I mean, I know we was dirty, but I ain't getting on the ground. First of all, if I get on the ground, I might not be able to get up. They probably have to help me up. But she got down on the ground and looked under this girl's car, And, she was looking for a leak or something. She said, well, I don't see any leaks. I don't see no oil on the ground or anything like that. And then the girl pulled out and moved the car, and it wasn't anything under there. But she had some kind of problem with her car, and she asked for help. And this girl got down there. She got down there quicker than a guy would, because guys be like, well, okay, all right, okay, I'll do it. And she just plopped down on the ground, got up under there, looked around, had a flashlight and turning her head this way and that. She had her open up the hood, and she was doing the flashlight under there looking. And baby, I wouldn't even known what to look for. I would not have known. Her dad taught her. Her daddy taught her how to do things for herself. She said her motor went out in her window, her car window, that car window, and she took and went to the store, bought the parts. She already had the tools. She took the door panel off, did this, did that, put that thing together, and it worked. I wouldn't have known what to do. I would have been like, does anybody have a friend, a husband, a cousin, and then I'm thinking it has to be a man. It has to be a man, because men know this stuff. All men don't know this stuff. They don't. Just like all women can't cook, honey. All women can't cook. So there's nothing wrong with girls knowing how to do these things. There's nothing wrong with boys knowing how to keep house and cook, if that's what you are, if that's how you're made. All of us have different things in us, and some of us enjoy certain things more than squirrel. If you don't leave my peaches alone, I see you sneaking up. Look at him. He's climbing up the tree. See, I don't know what to do about them. I don't. Maybe I'll get a peach this year. I don't know. I'm sorry. I'm just watching him. Oh, Jesus, help. Well, anyway, I know one thing. I'm moving those things farther out from my house. I don't. So, like I was saying, whatever is in you that you can do, use it to your benefit and to benefit your family, benefit your household. And other people in the household should be encouraged to do whatever it is that they do. I remember that bitch bigger than his head. That piece is bigger than his head, and he's climbing up. He's gonna climb up a tree with. He ain't up there yet, but he already climbed that tree. He's in there somewhere. But anyway, we had chores when we became teenagers. I remember when we were young, my mother used to do everything for us. She used to brush our teeth. She was all up in there with the toothbrush. She would blow our nose, blow, blow. And she taught us how to blow our noses. She'd be all in our ears, combing our hair every day. I'm like, my head hurt. And you know how people now, they wrap their hair up and all that? It wasn't none of that. Your hair, no, get here, come here now. So anyway, she would do everything for us. She would tie our shoes and all that stuff. And then when we got a certain age, I remember her teaching me how to tie my shoes. And I'm saying all this to say that it's good for kids to have chores. It's good for children to know how to do whatever needs to be done, how to take care of themselves, how to take care of the family. What if daddy just wasn't the best cook in the world? Most men can grill some meat, but they can't go in there and make a casserole. I guess they could if they applied themselves, but that's just not their forte. They don't just really enjoy doing that. They rather just grill the meat. So if somebody can, they should chip in and help out the household. I remember my chore was to clean the bathroom. I didn't mind cleaning the bathroom. It was no part of it that I mind cleaning. What I did not like was right after I cleaned it, I would leave the room and come back in to do something else, and one of the boys made a mess in the bathroom. I didn't enjoy that at all. But I would clean it up. But see, right here now, the me of today, the right now, you go in my bathroom and make a mess, guess what? You gonna clean it up. And you will not be invited back to my house. That's how I feel, and that's how I feel, and that's how it's gonna be. Because at this day and age, this state of being, everybody know how to sit down. If you can't stand up and aim, sit down and do what you gotta do, and then clean yourself up, zip up, go on, get out of there. But I'm just saying we a family needs each other. Everybody needs family, and I know that families don't get along. They don't talk. They they get upset with each other and all of that kind of stuff. I know this stuff goes on because it goes on in my family also. But some folks want to be difficult. They want to be mean and mad and bad and awful to you and expect you to just cheese and smile, and you're supposed to take it. You're the nice sister. You're the nice brother. You're supposed to take it. Nope, not so, not true. And you forgive them and you keep it moving. But then, as for me, I'm like, hi, how y'all doing? And I'm gonna stay away from you because I done been hurt 100 million times, and that 100 million times tell me that 100 million and one time you gonna do it again. So keep that over there. Miss me with all of that. Hi and bye. Love you. I do. I do love you. Bye. I'm out of here. But a lot of families don't. They just don't get along like that anymore, and I can't figure out why. I've been told that I'm closed-minded and I'm mean and I'm this and I'm that. This all kind of stuff I've been told that I am. That doesn't describe me. I don't recognize any of that in me. And most people that I know who are my friends don't recognize that in me either. So I don't know where they're getting it from. I think that might be a figment of their imagination or just an excuse to be mean to me. Because I remember from being really young, um, I was the third oldest child out of seven. My mother had seven children, and I was the third oldest. And my brother and sister, the oldest brother and the oldest sister, they sit back and watch this boy abuse me. This boy sat on my back, and I was in a ball, and he sat and just had me scrunch, and he just sat on me. They did not make him get off of me. They didn't say nothing to him. I couldn't breathe. I could not get a breath in. I couldn't release any air because there was no air to release. And I remember going to my mom after this boy got off my back, and I was crying and gasping for air. And I don't know if they were in a meeting at somebody's house or what, because I remember they had out folding chairs. I don't know if they were in a meeting or a church service or, one of them, you can buy something from me type of thing. I don't know what it was, but I remember going to her crying, and she said, "Go back in the room and play. Go back and play." "Mama, this is what happened." And I'm whining and crying and everything. And she's telling me to go back in the room and play. But I had a brother 5 years older than me and a sister 3 years older than me. And they did nothing to defend me. They did nothing to get that boy off of me. And what if he decided that was his seat for the night and he's just going to stay there and I died? Then what would they do? What would they have done? And then what would my mother's reaction have been? So I'm just saying, I'm not that type of person. I'm not gonna let you uh, hurt my friends or my family. I'm not going to let you just do this or the other. When I was younger, I would have said something, but now and when I got older, I would have done something like, you gonna get off of her now. If not, I'm gonna throw you off of her, because the boy was just sitting in my back and I could not breathe. So, like I said, families need to do a little bit better than what we've been doing. And I'm not saying every family, because some families, they like, baby, you can't pry a pin between them. No, this is my sister. You looked at her wrong. What you looking at my sister like that for? What you look at my brother like that for? Oh, we ain't having this. And I know this is something I never understood. It's like, if you fight with one person in the family, you got to fight the whole family. I think that's silly. I think that if a person has a beef with somebody, a misunderstanding, let's talk it out. If we can't talk it out, then duke it out. But you and the person that you're mad at, duke it out. The whole family don't need to get involved. There's still families like that today. If you offend one or make somebody mad, the whole family, grandma will be out there. She'll be swinging a belt, you know, and Papa will be out there. He probably be the one to bring a gun and fire it off a couple of shots or something. I don't know. But I don't think that that's fair either. It's a lot of stuff in the world that's not fair. It's a lot of stuff in the world that's not right. So that's it. But as far as the truck, my dad's truck, I do want it back on the road. When I take it to work, I don't park in my regular parking lot because my car's been hit, and the company would not tell me who hit it, and they have it on film. They're like, oh no, even if we knew, we couldn't tell you. Well, y'all can go on the camera, figure out who it is, and tell the police who it was. Oh no, we can't do that. Then what's the point of having cameras out there if everybody's car gets damaged and we have no evidence? So we're gonna have to pay out of our pocket anyway. The insurance is gonna have to pay for it. Our insurance rates are gonna go up. All that. I don't get it. Ain't no way you can make me understand that. If something happens on property and the company has cameras, I feel like the company ought to be obligated to turn over the information that they have on there. What do y'all feel about that? Is that fair? Is it wrong? Because if I hit somebody's car, I want to pay for it. I remember one time this guy hit my car. He didn't know it was mine. He rolled in. He was tired from the night before, and it was on a weekend. And he rolled in there, and he my car. I was like, wow, I can't believe this. And he came in and he said, I think I just hit somebody's car. I said, you think you just hit somebody's car? You did hit somebody's car. He said, actually, I did hit somebody's car. And he said, it was a gold car. I was like, what? I said, boy, if you hit my car, I'm beat your butt. He said, come on, let's go see. He took me out there and I said, this is my car. And he said, this is the car that I hit. He said, let me call my dad. I said, okay. His dad said, get her information and call me back and we're going to pay for it. So they paid for it. I took it to the nearest auto body place and they fixed it up. You couldn't even tell it was hit. What happened to them people too? Where'd they go? Where the honest folks go? People will hit your car and they'll see you hit it. You'll see them hit it. Like, oh, I didn't hit that. That was already there. And they door hanging off the hinges. the 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 uh the glass, the mirror is hanging off, just dangling there. And they are like, oh no, that wasn't me. That was not me. I did not do that. down a window right quick. Ooh. So anyway, that's how people do. I don't understand. And we done went from cars to uh trucks, family, friends, squirrels eating up my fruit out of my trees and stuff like that. Me laughing at myself. All of this. Um, well, I hope y'all enjoyed my little talk that I'm having with y'all. And I did get out and clean up my little garden spot out here. I put some fertilizer down, I watered, and I picked up my, what do you call it? My little greenhouse. I picked up my greenhouse, and I actually had to wash that. I hosed it down and used a broom to scrub some of the mud and dirt off of it. And it's sitting over there open now so that it can dry. And it has so many more holes in it than it had last time. I don't remember it having so many holes, but I do have some of that Gorilla tape that I can put over the holes in case I decide I want to put some seedlings for the fall in there to grow some greens. Some I'm thinking like, just some greens, some collards, some I don't know about cabbage, some arugula, and different things like that. And I could just come out every day and pick me some greens and maybe even some kale, cook them up and eat them, have some nice healthier greens to have for the winter time instead of going to the store. And please, y'all, do not believe. It's true, they do wash them, but they don't wash them very well. When you get a bag of greens and they say pre-washed or whatever like that, don't just dump them in your pot and stuff. Don't do that. If you trust them like that, then you do that, but don't offer me none because I'll be mad at you. So what I want to do is have me some I really want to have a year-round garden where it's, if the weather allows, no snow and ice and stuff like that, I can have uh, I can have the food that I would like to have and just come out and pick it and run back in the house and throw it in a pot and throw it in a skillet, whatever, and call it a day. But I don't know if I will be growing tomatoes ever again because tomatoes are told to me to be bad for arthritis. And I do have arthritis. That's why I had the knee replacement, and that's why I need another knee replacement. And my hands are not as strong and kind of weak, and have pain in them and all. And that's what they tell me, that was like a 5% disability. Well, I think I need to go on and retire so I can get some of that money. But anyway, y'all, I've been rattling on for a while now, and it's over 30 minutes. I think this is getting easier for me to just sit here and talk to you all. And I hope that I am being coherent and y'all can understand me. And I hope what I hope that it's making sense. What the things that I talk about, I hope that they make sense because a lot of times people don't talk about stuff that I talk about, but I'm not going to say that I'm a bold person, but I'm bolder than most when it comes to certain subjects. You know, I will talk about family because family is very important. I wanted my own little family, and that just didn't last very long because after my son, well, actually, I was going to leave my husband, and I found out that I was pregnant. And I said, well, God, maybe this is you telling me that I need to stay. So I stayed, and then he started acting a monkey, and then I just packed us up, me and my baby, and we just hightailed it on back here. And I don't have any regrets, none whatsoever. I have no regrets at the decision that I made Because one of my friends said it's better to say, there she go, than there she lay. Hint, hint, hint. So I went scat and I didn't look back. Did not look back. Best decision I ever made was to just get out of Dodge. So anyway, I'm going to let y'all go. And I speak, oh, those birds. Okay, I speak Psalms 91 over you all in the matchless, most powerful name of Jesus. I wish you peace, joy, happiness, all the fruits of the Spirit. I hope you're walking in them. And if you ain't walking in them, practice. If you mess up, start all over again. You know, I serve a God of a second chance. He gives you chance after chance after chance to get it right. So if you mess up, don't beat yourself up. Let's try it again. Ask God to forgive you. Remember, I told you, when you ask Him to forgive you, He forgives you. He forgives to the utmost. He forget, baby. I know Him to be a forgiving God. I know Him to be a forgiver. I also know Him to be a deliverer. And I know He loves you. Regardless of anything that you've ever done, He still loves you because nothing can separate us from His love. But sin can take us out of His presence because He cannot be around sin. Like I told you, He hates the sin, but He loves you. Crazy about you. He made you. you is pride and joy, the apple of His eye. So just know that. All right, y'all have a wonderful day and go out there and do something great, okay? All right, bye-bye.